Hi, welcome back to Shawnee Hill's Workshop. Before we get started today, I wanted to say thank you to you guys. I got so many comments, helpful messages, and got me thinking about different things from my last video. So I really appreciate those, appreciate the opinions. It's just, somebody made a comment that, I sounded like I was talking to friends, and I replied that I feel like since I've changed the channel and started to build this community, I feel like I am talking to friends, and that couldn't be more true. I'm getting to where I'm messaging people more often, and we're talking more between the videos, and I feel like I'm finally getting a group of like-minded people, and it's been amazing. Also, thanks for the sawmills. I've had several people send me links to sawmills. Zach, I appreciate the one. I can't believe you found one in Kentucky that I did not know about. So I am looking at all those. Even if I don't buy them, it's giving me more information about what the going price is, what truly is a good deal, what condition to look for. So yeah, I really appreciate it. Keep those coming. Obviously I'm not going to go out and buy a new one, and even for me to be able to get a used one, it's going to have to be a used one at a good price, because I can't afford the amount that they are listed for. I can't justify even saving that amount. So I'll keep on looking, and when the right one comes along, we'll pick it up. But today I want to, I got to fix something on my saw here. I just got a call that they've taken some more trees down out there at the park that I've been getting the logs from. So I'm going to be going here in just a little bit to get more logs. But before I go, I want to fix something that has been a problem with my chainsaw for a long time. I'm embarrassed to say this. So this was my father's saw, and I can remember using this in high school, and I started having problems with the chain brake. And at that time, took it apart, tried to fix it, and it wasn't fixable. But you could make it work, get it to click just right, and the brake would come off. And I have used this saw hours and hours and hours since then, over the past 20 years, and since it's been my saw. And I've just lived with it. I kept on band-aiding it and living with it. And I'm so disappointed in myself, to be honest with you. I can't believe I've went that long. And then the other day, I'm out using it, and I just could not get the brake to go off, and it kept trying to break the saw. And I was like, you idiot, why are you doing this? So as soon as I got home, I got online. I was going to order the Husqvarna part, but they're back ordered right now, and I couldn't get it for months. And so I found a off-brand that's supposed to fit this saw. So it came here in 2 days. So I'm going to put that on. I may go ahead, depending on what the quality of this looks like, I may go ahead and order the Husqvarna, so this one can get me by until the Husqvarna part gets here. But I'm hoping this makes a big difference in the saw. I kind of get the feeling that even when it's not completely breaking, that it's still been dragging a little bit and making the saw feel a little weak. So I'll be interested to see. This may waken this saw back up. Maybe hot again. We'll see. So we're going to put this on real quick, and then I got something I want to show you that was kind of a scary situation for me. And luckily it turned out okay. Nothing happened. I wasn't hurt, but it was due to, in my mind, an inferior product. And I think it's important that I say this as I'm putting a off-brand part on my saw, but I do think there are places for cheaper brands, off-brand, knockoffs, whatever you want to call them. I think there are places for that where it's not that big a deal. But I think when life safety is involved, it's not something to play with. As a matter of fact, y'all don't need to watch me work on this saw, so I'm just going to go ahead and talk to you about that right now. I'm using this snatch block on the log arch. Now, the video you all saw was the first day I lifted those 2 logs with it, or 3 logs with it. And then I went back the next day and got some more. And I went back a couple trips, but the very next trip, I had this hooked up, not in the way that I had it on the first video where it was going up and then down to the log. I was hooking the logs with the chain and then had the snatch block at the arch and had the cable going to the arch and then double back and going back to the winch. So just a straight pull and double back on itself. I was only doing it to make it easier on the winch. No reason to strain the winch if I didn't need to. And I'm not in a hurry, so having the half speed didn't make a difference. Well, I was doing that and this thing blew apart. And this pulley came off and went right by my leg. And I saw something just flash by. I didn't even know what had happened. It just flashed by and went in past me. I didn't have a good depth perception, so I didn't know if it was like up here, down there, where it was at. All I knew is something went by me. It took me a few seconds to look over and see this hanging to realize what had happened. Well, I ended up finding the pulley. I didn't find it at first, not till I dumped the logs. It was actually jammed into the one of the logs, a little crotch in it, and I was able to get it out. This was a $22 or $24 snatch block. It was supposedly rated at 22,000 pounds. Now I'm using a 9,000 pound winch. Even, you know, the fact that if you double that, best case scenario, 18,000 pounds. But I'm also only, you know, still on the last row of cable. So I don't know if you may or may not know this about winches, but winches are rated at just the first wrapping. So with one wrapping of cable, it can pull 9,000. But after 4 wrappings of cable, it's only probably pulling about 4,500 pounds, somewhere around there. So nowhere near the limit of this. These are just held on by little snap rings, and that snap ring is gone. Now I know that snap ring was there because I remember, you know, just kind of playing with this thing and looking at it, but it just popped off, and there's a little bit of a deformation on the edge of the spindle, and there's a lot of wear all over this pulley. It's only been used 4 times at that point. There's way too much wear everywhere. So I have since purchased what is supposedly an inferior product, because it's only 18,000 pounds, a Warren snatch block. Now just the weight alone, the Warren weighs probably 2 to 3 times as much. It's not even a close comparison. The size of the spindle, this is probably a 3/4 inch spindle. This looks to be about 1 1/8 spindle. The size of the pulley, this is about 6 inches versus 3 inches. And the quality is so much different. And the fact is, I got lucky that time. That pulley could have very easily hit me as opposed to that log. And if it stuck into the log, there's no doubt in my mind it would have went through me. So anytime there is life safety involved, that's not the time to cheap out. Well, I'm not going to go on any more about the snatch block. Amazon is going to refund the money on this. I'll get my money back, send it back to the manufacturer. I just wanted to make this video before I did. And, you know, again, not all products that aren't the name brand, aren't the top, you know, that aren't the top of the line are bad. But I do think it's something that you have to take into consideration and think about. You know, you only got one life to live, so, you know, a few extra bucks ain't going to hurt you. I remember, you know, I used to do a whole lot of backpacking, and I had a friend that was a backpacker, and he had went out, I don't remember if it was Montana, Wyoming, where it was, but he went there and went backpacking, and he got there, and he had flown there, and you couldn't take bear spray on the plane. I think that was the case. I could be wrong. Maybe he just didn't have it, but he got there and was going to buy some. And it was like, you know, I'm just going to say it's $100. I don't remember how much it was. I don't remember the story, but at the time, you know, we're fairly young, probably early 20s, and however much it was a lot of money to us. And he told me, you know, up until that day, I didn't know how much my life was worth to me, but it was exactly, he quoted them out, it was exactly $100 because he was not going to pay that $100 for the bear spray. And I remember, at the time we laughed about it and joked about it. Now I look back and I think, wow, why would you not spend so little for, you know, such protection? I guess it's just the difference between getting old. You know, the way your mind works, the things you think about. Even, you know, me now, you know, things like this chainsaw handle, you know, before, I mean, I have been so bad for sitting there and holding this brake back with my hand across the handle just to get it to work. And you know, you're taking out a very important function of a kickback. And safety just was not top priority on my list, you know, at different times in my life. But the older I get, the more and more important safety is becoming to me. I guess I have more to live for now. You know, I've got 3 kids, beautiful wife. They're relying on me. And so I have to be more careful just because I've got to be able to take care of them. I will definitely be ordering the Husqvarna one. I can tell a quality difference here that, you know, this just does not seem to be up to par. You know, I say that, maybe I won't. Maybe, you know, I'm wanting to get a, I'm needing to get a new saw. This one's getting a little long in the tooth. If this is my backup saw, maybe it doesn't need to be as well put together. You know, maybe I can deal with it being just a little bit less quality. But I don't know. I'll think on that one for a while and see how much it bugs me or not. I swear I cannot talk and work at the same time. I went and put this handle on backwards. You know, my mom always told me I was special. So final verdict for the cheap knockoff, do not buy. Handle's already cracked. Haven't even used it yet. Haven't even got it all tightened up, and the handle here is already cracked. It's obvious this is a very, very, very cheap knockoff. Hopefully it'll get me by. I'll go ahead and order the Husqvarna one. You know, the thing is with coronavirus right now, you really don't know how long things are going to take. It's just the way things are. But I am going to, the actual brake portion is working now, so I'm going to tighten the handle screw up here and get the chain adjusted, and I'm going to take it out and just see if I feel like it's got more power to it. Out of gas. Well, I would say that it's still acting like the brake is on. And also, the fit of this is just not right at all. So there's locked. To get it to unlock, you're already in contact with the handle here. So this is a piece of junk. It's actually, that's what's breaking the handle, is to bring it back far enough, it twists the handle and cracks it. So yeah, this is definitely a piece of junk. All right, I'm gonna load up and get ready to go get some logs. If you like this kind of video, hit that thumbs up button. If you don't like this kind of video, hit the thumbs down button. Either way, leave me a comment telling me why so I can try to get better. If you're not already a subscriber, I would love to have you. Hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to get notified every time I put out a video, hit that bell for notifications. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.